Hi, my name is Rachel Taylor Geyer, and welcome to another edition of Flute Friday. This is the first video blog on my website. I have a flute blog that I run. Every Friday, I post new content, so please check it out below, links below, and let me know what you think. So for today's blog, I'm going to talk about how to improve the sound quality in the high register. And I know that's something of great concern to many of us, especially beginners. When I was a beginner, my high register sounded like a cat dying. So I learned some tips and tricks pretty quick to improve that sound, and I'm hoping that they'll improve your sound as well. They're just two main tricks that I love to tell my students, and I love to practice, and I'm hoping you can practice them too. The first one is to put air in one of your cheeks. And, I'm not a scientist. I don't know exactly why this works, but it does. And my guess is that it puts pressure on the wind tunnel coming out. Instead of using more air, this way you're actually using more pressure on the air, which is helping to control the higher register. It looks a little funny. I'm just going to warn you, it looks a little funny, but it changes your entire high range. It makes everything better, makes it easier to breathe, easier to control the high register. So I'm just going to demonstrate that for you right now. Got my flute. So if you just watch, pick a cheek, any cheek, it doesn't matter. If you prefer your left side, do your left side. If you like your right side, it really doesn't matter. Just pick a cheek, any cheek, and place all of your air in that cheek. For me, I like my right cheek. I'm right-handed. It just makes sense. So I put all of my air in my right cheek, and I force the air out that way. Okay, so you'll see my cheek. I'll try to get a little closer here. You can see the air in my cheek puff out as I go into the higher register. It just makes it easier to control. I could even do it softer if I'd like. Helps. So instead of using more air, I'm actually just driving the air out with more force coming from that cheek. It looks a little funny when you add some vibrato, so I'm hoping you can see that. I'm going to put air in this cheek again. You might see it wobbling a little bit with vibrato. And it just makes your high notes a little clearer, a little bigger, a little rounder, but also easy to control. The second method that I like to use with my high register is, I call it biting the inside of your cheek, but don't literally bite the inside of your cheek. You don't want bloodshed. That's not what flute playing is about. It's not about bloodshed. So when I say biting the inside of your cheek, I'm referring to the pressure that builds up right here. You know, if you're a girl, this is where you apply your bronzer. So it's right here, and it's the same pressure that you get when you do bite the inside of your cheek. So right there. And it's hard to see, but it's right there. So instead of puffing out your cheeks, you're actually going to put the pressure, it's almost like you're squeezing, like you're biting. So you're putting more pressure right there as you ascend into the high register. And that looks a little something like this. can you see as I go up, the pressure right here builds. Now I'll do that again. I like this method because it's easy to control intonation in the high register when you put the pressure right here, when you bite the inside of your cheek, but don't actually bite the inside of your cheek. So one more time. You can see right there is where the pressure builds up. So I hope these two methods are helpful to you. Let me know how they work in your practice. Let me know if they improve your high notes or not. Also, let me know if you have other methods that you like to use on your high notes to improve both the sound quality and the control, and really just anything else. This blog is sort of a free-for-all, so I really encourage people to disagree with me, give me some more comments, and really just share ideas, because I think we can really learn from each other. So I hope you've actually learned something from me today. Again, comment below. Let me know what you think about these weekly videos. I'm thinking I might do once a month on my flute blog, so Flute Friday once a month will be a video blog. If you enjoyed this one, let me know.